This is a Connor's Anime World production. I hope you enjoy. Jujutsu Kaisen! Thank you for watching. When anime fans are given the chance to glaze their favourite anime, you bet they do it more than a donut. And what better way to glaze your favourite anime than the Crunchyroll Awards? The 8th annual Crunchyroll Awards took the internet by storm with massive debates online asking, how did Vinland Saga get snuffed? How was Spy Family meant to compete against One Piece, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen and Vinland Saga? I mean, come on, that's just ridiculous. And why didn't Oshinoko win anything? Probably because it's bad. Only joking? Haven't seen it. Anyway, we're about halfway until the next set of awards, and I just want to make a prediction for who I think will win the 2025 9th Annual Crunchyroll Best Anime of the Year Award. First things first, let's state the obvious. Not every anime has come out yet that could be considered. We got ReZero Season 3 coming out later this year, we got Blue Lock Season 2, which I know is going to be a banger, and finally, the ultimate contender for 2025 Anime of the Year is, drumroll please, Gun Gale Online Season 2! Well, you know, it could be, maybe. Even Dandadan is coming out this year, which I think is going to be an absolute banger, like really, really good. I've read the first manga, so I would know. So mainly in this video, I'm just going to talk about the animes which have come out, like Free Run, Kaiju Number 8, and My Dear Friend Nokatan. Chance to be nominated in at least one of the categories. I mean, to be honest, My Dear Friend Nokatan is not going to win Anime of the Year award, is it? I mean, it might do, but probably not. So I want to look at these seriously as I can and make an accurate prediction so we can look back on this and say, Connor, wow, you were right, and I can go, yeah, I know. Or I embarrass myself and it's even funnier. So anyway, let's get into it. So here are my predictions and this is how I'm choosing them. So I'm choosing 6 anime that I think have very popular fan bases and animes I wouldn't mind seeing winning as well. You know, there might be a bit of personal, things in here. So without further ado, here are Connor's Anime World Anime of the Year 2025 predictions. First up is Kaiju Number 8. We all knew it was coming, and I even mentioned it before. Kaiju Number 8 has a very dedicated fanbase, and I would know, as one of my TikTok videos reached the Kaiju Number 8 subreddit, and even Crunchyroll commented on my video. Yeah, I know. Big flex. The video in question was a meme just talking about the cliffhangers of Kaiju Number 8, which was absolutely painstakingly just horrible. It killed me, right? Watching it week by week for the cliffhangers. But the anime itself is very solid. I mean, they are blaming One Republic with Nobody Got You The Way I Do, which to be fair could win an award in a music category, and I really hope it does because it is a sick song. I personally didn't like the last episode and I felt it was a little bit undercooked. I think the fight should have just been in the last episode instead of that annoying cliffhanger. If we didn't see this in a nomination at all, I would be very surprised, but I know it's going to be there, so I mean, that's why I've kind of chosen it here as well. Next up is the Apothecary's Diaries, and this is a weird choice for me because as of writing this, I haven't actually watched it, so why would I choose it to potentially be in the Anime of the Year lineup, which makes no sense. But there's 2 simple reasons. The trailer was fire, and people keep telling me to watch it. Literally the only reasons. I have no other reason why it's here, it just is. I can see, however, this anime being replaced with something like Dandadan or ReZero as we move into the year, depending on how Season 2 performers of the Apothecary Diaries. But yeah, I mean, people have been telling me to watch it. It deserves a Season 2, clearly, because it's getting one, so why not? Let's chuck it in here. My third suggestion is the beautiful world of Free Run Beyond Journey's End. ReZero surprise here. I mean, all you have to do is go to Mal and look who's at number 1. The story is beautiful, very likeable characters and dynamics between them. Vernon Stark bickering with Free Run being in the middle like a useless auntie is just funny to me, and it's also kind of sweet. The music and some of the magical moments are just absolutely beautiful. And, Free Run overall is just a nice shift of pace from what we've been getting. It's just magnificent. It's just magnificent, if I say so. So, there we go. That's why it's here. Also, the fact that it did take the internet by storm, which is another factor to consider. It took over my TikTok page, I'll tell you that, and YouTube. And speaking about taking the internet by storm, I want to introduce you to Solo Leveling. When I say every other video on Instagram or TikTok was an edit or someone ranting and raving about Solo Leveling, I mean it. The anime has made its way into people's top 10s in just 1 season. I mean, to be fair, Kaiju has as well, but it just has. Not my top 10, but people's, right? People that I've talked to. And I don't know if this is because the manhwa is apparently top tier or just because of the hype of it with the last 2 to 3 episodes, but people love it. Also, the name itself, Solo Leveling, is just an eye-catchy name and makes sense for the story. And Sun Jin Woo is a big fat W. We all love this character, and it's the typical I'm a weakling, but now I'm strong. The whole thing with the tasks popping up like a video game is awesome, and I just can't wait to see where the anime goes, and if the manhwa is to be believed, and people to be believed on the internet, then it's going to be great. As they say in Wales, pimp, it means 5. and that's the Demon Slayer Hashira training arc. Look, I haven't watched it yet at the time of recording this. Hopefully I'll watch it soon. You know, I'm waiting. But, you know, people were ranting and raving about that, and that literally took over the internet by storm. People were saying about the animation, about this, about that. So, look, it doesn't matter because it might actually steal it with the hype that are around the episodes. I mean, the last episode got a 9.9 rating, which I just think, you know, it hit that with ease within like a day of it happening. So, it's very hype. I love Demon Slayer, I really do. So, I hope we can see it on here, but who knows. Finally, I have to go back on my word for number 6 on this list, and I said I would not include an anime that hasn't come out yet. Well, I lied, because Sakamoto Days is my final suggestion. I own the first volume of the manga, which I haven't even read yet, so I'm an expert, but the community around Sakamoto Days is already super strong, right? And when a manga has a super strong community, so does the anime usually, right? So people are hyped up about the anime, and I think it's just going to keep growing and growing. So Sakamoto Days is a top contender for the 9th annual Crunchyroll Awards, so watch out. And if it doesn't win Anime of the Year, it's definitely getting nominated and probably winning Best New Anime, so you can write that in your books. The nominations for Anime of the Year Award are Kaiju number 8, The Apothecary Diaries, Free Run Beyond Journey's End, Solo Leveling, Demon Slayer Hashira Training Arc, and Sakamoto Days. So that's it. I think these are somewhat accurate. They, you know, have room to change. I think the Apothecary Diaries might get out of there, to be honest, the more I think about it. But I'm going to leave it in for now. So if I had to choose one of these 6 anime that could potentially win the 9th Crunchyroll Anime of the Year Award 2025, it would be Gamers.